But the resources we have are because Khrc set them up. A big thank you is here today who enabled Khrc to be what it is. So for us, systems, policies, structures are critical to us. And how are we going to do that? So one, we are looking to reimagining the systems, modernizing them, because the world has changed. We are now looking at artificial intelligence. We are looking at systems that have come in that are reducing the number of people you have in organizations. But to us, we look at those systems as something that is key, something that is coming to improve us, not diminish us. We are going to embrace technology, data management, and knowledge sharing. We are going to turn information into insight into action. The second priority areas for us is leadership, the people, communication, and resource mobilization. As I mentioned, people are key. This strategic plan is ambitious. It's 10 years. And we need young people. We need people who have a consciousness, a human rights consciousness. In Khrc, when you come in, we look at your passionometer. I remember there's someone who mentioned it many years ago. What is your passion for human rights? That's what we look for. Do you look at human rights as what it is? Or is it that a job you are looking for? No. We look for human rights, passion for human rights. And that is the key people we have within us. People who look at human rights and fight for human rights for the betterment of our society. Leadership. Khrc has over time been led by people who are here and have gone before us. And again, we are looking at succession planning. If we leave today, do we want Khrc to continue running? Yes. That's why we have a 10-year plan. So people are at the center. Young people are called forth to come in because many years ago, the Khrc was established by young people. Today, we stand at the same threshold. Young people are now changing Kenya. Young people are required to move Khrc forward. We are looking at financial resilience and resource mobilization. How are we going to do that? We are going to work closely with partners, communities, and funders to ensure Khrc remains strong and self-sustaining, even exploring new income streams which can expand our sustainability and ensure our future. In short, that is what we are as Khrc. So long live Khrc, long lives. There's one of my colleagues who likes saying, Viva, Viva Khrc, Viva. I don't know if you can repeat it after me. Viva Khrc, Viva. Long live Khrc, long live. Thank you.
Thank you. So now I'd like to invite my co-MC Pato. It's your time to shine.
Everybody telling me to. Everybody telling me to. Well, everybody telling me to.
Hey, you people, you look as if you're tired. Give your neighbor a high five. Mwambie changamuka, hii ni ya vijana sasa. Mwambie ngumi ni mbwetse. Msalimia na ngumi mbili, eh? Okay. Kindly, I beseech all of us to be upstanding. Kindly. Let's be upstanding. Vijana muko? Wako wapi? Vijana muko? Ngumi ni ngapi? Are you ready? Are you ready? Now we are celebrating and launching our journey for 10 years from now. So I want us to do a simple engagement here to symbolize what we are going to be doing for the next 10 years. So you count together with me. So if I say 1, you do 1. Let's go 1, 1, 2, 2. Let's go 3. Uko nyuma kuna watu wana buff. Okay, let's go 4. Let's go 5. Let's go 6. Let's go 7. Now, kuna wale walikuwa shule na show off. Wanaandika 7 na kamuti katikati. Now, let's remember those people. Let's go to 7. 7 and hapo katikati. Let's go to 8. Let's go to 9. Now, 10 you will write 1, then you jump, we write 0. Are you ready? Let's go to 10. 1, let's go. 0. Yeah. Thank you so much. Now, I want us to celebrate. Don't sit down. I want us to celebrate our diversities because this is the only generation that is tribeless. We are tribe all. Okay? We are tribeless. So I want us to walk the journey as we celebrate together. Ambia jirani yako, be ready, be ready, be ready. DJ tutembee vizuri, be ready. Watu wa Mrima, watu wa Lakeside, twende. Mwambie be ready. Lift your hands, lift your hands, lift your hands. Let's do this to the left, to the right. To the left, to the right. Say hi to your neighbor. Give your neighbor high five again. High five, high five. Are you ready, my DJ? Yeah. Are you ready? Lift your hands kindly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go DJ, let's go DJ. Let's go. Our people from the lake. Do like this. Let's go. To the left. In our chin. The right. Amikono juu. Kila mtu. Let's go. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Haya twende juu. Chini kidogo twende. Weka chini, let's go. Twende chini. Twende chini. Haya shika jirani yako mabega hapo, mikono mbili. Shika mabega. Mabega mikono mbili. 1, 2, 3, twende. Weka mikono mbili juu. Angalia huko. 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 Angalia mbele, anguka nayo. Chini. Chini. Angalia jirani yako, Twende mapangale. Kwa shingo leo. Twende chini.
Weko.
Hey. Ruka. Hey.
Weko.
Hey.
Weko.
Ruka juu kidogo.
Weko.
Hey.
Weko.
Ruka. Hey.
Weko.
Zunguka, twende. Twende.
Nyambura oka mwendo asiti wa ngoro. Nyambura oka nowe murata wakwa wa ngoro.
Go.
Nyambura gyo hatirero ne mesi.
Weka mikono, twende. Weka saluti. Let's go.
Weko.
Hey.
Weko.
Hey.
Weko.
Twende. Watu wa nyumbani twende. Weka twende. Twende chini. Twende hapa. Twende. Pula dishi. Inama chini. Twende chini kidogo. Inua mikono mbili juu. Inua kichwa juu. Lalisha upande moja. Toa ulimi nje. Pop your eyes. Inama chini kidogo. DJ twende. Ukiwa hivyo. Nikisema twende mbele, mnakuja mbele. Let's go back. Twende mbele. Rudi nyuma. Ina mashini twende. Twende chini tena. Aya DJ. Aya, let's go to the Rift Valley now. The left foot in front. Weka mguu ya left mbele kidogo. Aya, inama chini kidogo. Are you ready? In the Chabarbara. Tell your neighbor in the Chabarbara. In the going. In the coming. Are you ready? Are you ready? On your marks. Let's go. On your marks. DJ, let's go. Let's go.
Yani the international
let's go.
Jesus mwenyewe.
Let's go.
So.
Let's ready, let's go.
Manja miaka ginewe.
Let's go.
Manja miaka ginewe.
Let's go.
Miga tena mi Facebook.
Let's go.
Miga tena mi Facebook.
Let's go.
Enga miaka zamando.
Let's go.
Enga miaka zamando.
Let's go.
Mengunenga randito. Mengunenga randito.
Let's go.
Acha minja masili. Acha minja masili.
Let's go.
Igarani ukwinja.
Let's go. Let's go.
Igarani ukwinja. Isamanda. Nonge na mole luma lo.
Let's go.
Bato lipinginya nandi.
Hey.
Weshiwa.
Twende chini, let's go.
Agane sjongo, agane swege, agane zindubutwa. Yanza welinde mama.
Weka mikono hivi.
Banduba usaba.
Let's go.
Yanza welinde mama wechunge nenda banduba tama.
Hallelujah people.
Yanza uninde.
Angalia jirani yako, angalia jirani yako. Haya twende chini.
Yanza uninde na jelele titi.
Haya twende chini drama festival.
Aida mwana nyanya, mwana pele, mwana indu.
Let's go down.
Yanzo mudara bukata, mudara bufango, mudara bufwaba.
Hey.
Misa kubesimu, I swear. Unange kuwebidu.
I swear.
Misa kubesimu, I love unange.
Haya twende chini hivi. Twende.
Majilenda kuleka mwitala, na makaru kanyasi.
Enda chini kabisa.
Majilenda kuleka mwitala, na matengu kanyasi.
Twende.
Numisa kubesimu, unange kuwebidu.
Aya, DJ. Ni wagani tumesahau? Waindi, si ndio? Wakisi. Masai. Masai. Wapi Masai in the house? Ha, DJ ni Masai. Now, for Masai now, you have to be flexible with your neck. And then you control your anger issue. Otherwise, they are not good when it comes to anger issues. But they are good when it comes to observing our culture. They are the only team in Kenya that are observing their culture. Clap for them. Hey, DJ, let's go to Masai land. Lift your hands. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. Angalia jirani yako. Angalia jirani yako. Let's go. Aya, weka mkono hivi tena. Let's go. Hey. Shika. Let's go. Hey. Aturuka juu. Ruka juu. Thank you, DJ. We'll continue because of time in respect to the program. Clap for yourselves, guys. Nerima, back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm even sweating, guys. Eish. Thank you, MC Pato. At this moment, don't worry, guys, we're not on fire. There's a smoke machine here. Yeah, special effects. I'd like to take this time we're going to move into the next session, which is on short reflections. And I'd like to invite Tatiana, yes, to please come forward. And as you come, I'd like you to please pick a card and answer it before you speak. So these cards are from Badili, Africa. And you will tell us what the question is, and then you will answer.
What's one skill you think every leader should have? I don't know if integrity is a skill, but just don't steal from people and don't kill them.
Hallelujah.
Good afternoon, everyone. A round of applause for Pato. That was a really good session. Thank you. So I don't know if my speech will be short, but I hope it won't be boring. My name is Tatiana Gisharo, and you might get to learn a little bit about me through my words that I want to share today. So here goes. All sovereign power belongs to the people of Kenya. That is how our constitution begins. Not with the president, not with parliament, but with the people. Those words remind us that it is not State House that is the highest office in the country. It's you and me, the citizenry. Yet, I cannot blame anyone who might feel like that power is slipping out of our hands, overrun by politics and propaganda, and silenced by fear and intimidation. I need not remind anyone in this room of the realities that we are currently facing. Many of you have played pivotal roles in getting innocent Kenyans out of jail after being wrongfully charged as terrorists. Hi, Nerima. You've documented stories of abductions, intimidations, threats, and extrajudicial killings. You still show up to court, even when justice remains elusive and perpetrators walk free. And so, the beautiful democracy painted for us by our constitution is more and more seeming like it is only true on paper and not in practice. So, when I first read the theme for today's launch, consolidating people's sovereign power to claim their freedoms and dignity, it took me back to June of 2024, when for many young Kenyans, everything changed. And as the dust began to settle on the Reject Finance Bill protests, the message from Kenyans was clear. We will not forget. We will not forget that people got hurt. We will not forget that people got killed. We will not forget the impunity. Most importantly, we will not forget the power we wielded when we stood together as one. And yet, only a year later, it feels like we are slipping back into normal, a dangerous normal, complacency, amnesia, as though our collective courage was only a moment, but not a movement. That's why the word consolidating really stood out to me. I think consolidating matters, because people power means nothing if it is scattered, either in hashtags or in short-lived outrage. To consolidate means to come together across generations, across sectors, privilege, experience, to build something that endures. Last year's protests changed everything. But as we look forward, we must recognize that protest is not our only power. Protests may shake the ground, but what sustains movements is what happens after. Our power lies not in the streets, but in every day. I found my own power through communication, in using my social media platforms to conduct civic and political education, to encourage people to think and to challenge power. That power was always within me. Nobody had to give it to me. I started a blog when I was 14 years old. It was called All Things Khrc. I was writing about my growing pains, adolescence, bullying, and I attracted the readership of my peers. When I was 16, I changed that into an online magazine. I got my friends and family to write articles for me about school, fashion, identity, and unknowingly about dignity. We didn't know it then, but we were youth consolidating power. That same instinct to use my talent and my voice is what took me from behind a screen and then behind a placard in June last year. Since then, I've continued to speak up, document human rights violations, and use my digital platforms to enhance people's power. What I've learned along the journey is this: everyone has a part to play. The person making chapatis at the kibanda next door has power. Kindergarten teachers have power. The Uber driver who brought you here today has power. Artists, journalists, lawyers, they all have power, and nobody's contribution is more significant than the other. When I was asked to give this keynote address, I thought to myself, why me? Especially among my much more gallant comrades. Hi, Joshua. Hi, Shakira. I've come to understand, though, that sustaining this movement means allowing everyone to contribute in the ways they can, safely, creatively, but most importantly, consistently. We've already lost too many, and the only way we honor them is by keeping the cause alive, not by asking more people to put their lives on the line or to die for the cause. So I'm currently in my 4th year, pursuing a degree in international studies, and for my research project, I've been studying nonviolent resistance and what makes it effective. I thought I would share 2 of my most important lessons with you here today. First, movements succeed when people align, when we share not only a grievance, but a shared vision, a common goal. Second, movements endure when we sustain them, when energy doesn't collapse after the crisis or after the uprising passes. So that's the work we have cut out for us today: to align, but most importantly, to sustain. Central to that is how we engage with young people. My generation holds the numbers, accounting for over 70% of the population. But very rarely do we hold the influence. The truth is, we are often invited into spaces as decoration and not as decision makers. We must stop counting young people and start making young people count. Because when we really throw our weight, thank you. When we really throw our weight behind youth, not just with words, but with opportunity and trust, then we consolidate not only power, but the future itself. Having worked with the Kenya Human Rights Commission, and so many of you here, I've seen what is possible when we act as one and support young people. The 2024 protests were effective, not only because people showed up, but because everyone did what they could. Think about the songs that came out of the protests, the lawyers that offered their time pro bono, bureaucrats offering expertise, medics offering first aid, journalists exposing and documenting injustice, and people translating the finance bill into their local dialects. That diversity is what made the movement powerful, and that's what we must keep alive. So today, as KHRC unveils its new strategic plan, I hope it's not just about strategy, but solidarity, like Anne said. Because our freedoms cannot be defended from boardrooms. They must be lived, spoken, and demanded by all of us every day. To consolidate people's sovereign power is to remember that our constitution begins with we the people, not them, the leaders. And the day every Kenyan believes that is the day freedom and dignity will not need to be claimed because they will already be guaranteed. As we mark this moment with KHRC, I'm reminded that our greatest power has never sat in our offices or our titles. It lives within us, in the teacher who speaks truth in class, the artist who creates, the mother who insists on justice, and the youth who refuse to be silent. That is the power the Constitution spoke of, and that is the power that we must keep alive together. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, wow. So powerful, Tatiana. I'd like to take this time to recognize a few individuals who have joined us. I'd like to recognize Dr. Bernard Mogesa, Commission Secretary of KNCHR, Milan Kloploge, German Embassy, Kawive Wambua, Idi Inuka, Janet Kiguru, Australian High Commission, Steve Taraka, Swedish Embassy, Walid Kasim, Muhuri, Lilian Kantai, Diaconia, Omunyin Vincent, Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, very long title, Nathan Brooke, EU, and Abraham Abrams, Ocheng Budgety Hub. Thank you for joining us. And now I would like to invite Walid, Kasim.
Trust me, if you could see how I was dancing in my mind, you will not judge. I was dancing so well, by the way. Thank you so much. My name is Walid, the ED for Muhuri. And I'd like to first, we need to congratulate KHRC for this milestone, right? Let's give them a clap. When Martha came on board, she said something that actually I could agree with, and that was almost all of us know a person that has either worked with, been part of, or been inspired by KHRC. But she missed one thing. There are organizations out there that were built, mentored, and supported by KHRC. And I must say, Muhuri is one of them. Today, we give them a clap for that also, please. When I say that, it's because Muhuri is a 27-year-old organization formed from 1997, hosted and supported and run or operationalized by KHRC for 14 out of those 27 years. So that is the impact KHRC has at the grassroots level as well as at the national level. Today we have many organizations that are not only local but nationally committed to the principles of constitutionalism, to the principles of democracy, thanks to the initiatives and inputs of those that were here and those that are still going on. So we say thank you to our chair, Maina, and the entire board, and those that were even before here. So mine is to echo the input that KHRC has had. However, and in addition to the input, we must also recognize the challenges that are still out there. And as my colleagues earlier have proceeded to say, we must ask questions. And questions must be answered. Because if you look at a narrative called power analysis, you'll come to learn that the power within is greater than the power outside there. So we need to consolidate our power. We need to consolidate our initiatives. We need to consolidate our efforts and make sure that we forge together. And you might have noticed that within the strategy that Davis and colleagues have shared, none of those pillars stand alone. None of those pillars can be implemented alone. So we need to come together. We need to consolidate our successes from the past. We need to reflect on the challenges that we've had, the unanswered questions, the killings, as early or as late as unfortunately today in Kwale, the killing that has been just reported from Narok just a few hours ago by police. Those are questions that have to keep us awake. And those are questions that have to keep us out of those boardrooms. And they have to tell us and make sure that we are able to support. I wouldn't want to speak much, but also as well as raise our attention to legislation. I know it is an area today, I know the country is not talking or is not speaking about it because of the national news and everything, but I want to appreciate KHRC's focus and all of us in the legislative, let me say, assassination that is happening out there. Today we had the Cyber Crimes Act assented to law, and nobody is talking about it. But I don't know whether it was timed that way, but it is also a call that we must stand together, we must not fear, and we must not relent. And in KHRC, I think we have a home to do all that, despite the threats, despite the intimidation, and despite the harassment. And with that I say, Viva KHRC! Viva KHRC! Asanteni.
Thank you. I'd like to continue with some of the recognitions. Joseph Omondi, Midrift. Winnie Masai, Inform Action. Gibson Moita, Transparency International. Roland Ebole, Amnesty Kenya. Alexandra Rithi, TISA. Yota Yonen, Demos Kratos. Bina Maseno, Badili Africa. Nicole Ondisa, Keswa. Sarah Ngeve, Gauk. Lillian from Katiba, as well as one of our former board members, Professor Khrc Kanyinga. Karibuni. And now I would like to invite Winnie Masai, Inform Action, to kindly come forward.
Wow. I have been given a card, and this is what it says. Have you ever stood up for something you believe in? What was it? It's a question. Have you ever stood up for something you believe in? Have we? I believe that's the reason we are all here, gathered here today, because we are aligned, as our first keynote speaker said. My name is Winnie Masai. I serve as the ED for Inform Action. KHRC is a brother organization to Inform Action, so we are the sisters. We share a lot of commonalities in terms of the board members. Nerima here is our board member. Their chair is my board member. So there's a lot of intermingling, but it's because this is our space and we share that vision together. I want to thank KHRC for launching this very progressive strategic plan. I think one thing that I'm taking home here is whoever you put in the board, and I want to thank their board, because they're very visionary, will determine how strong you stand and how far you visualize the future. This is a 10-year strategic plan, and I know that given the work that KHRC does, they are really our anchor in terms of everything that we do, whether we are talking about elections, civic space, and it's been a great honor working with them, and we look forward to partnering together. So congratulations, and we look forward to being part of this journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I'd now like to invite Midrift, Joseph Omondi.
Viva KHRC, viva! Viva KHRC, viva! I'm called Joseph Omondi, the Executive Director of Midrift Human Rights Network. Midrift Human Rights Network is one of the many children of KHRC, because Chief Maina, sometimes 15, 20 years ago, KHRC used to operate differently. And we want you guys to return where we were at that particular point in time. Because according to how you are structured, we were able to have over 22 networks over the country as human rights network working with KHRC. So Midrift is privileged as one of the networks that grew to be a very big organization that currently employs 32 staff members and have offices here in Nairobi and also in Nakuru. We are working in Kenya, we are working in Uganda, we are working in Tanzania, we are working in South Africa, we are in Sierra Leone and Liberia. So I like to recognize one of the mentors who are working with KHRC at that particular point in time. Tumshukuru tu kwa sababu bila yeye Midrift haingekuwa organization kubwa vile iko kubwa sahi. So Kantai hebu simama. Wewe ndo unajua mtu wa kupigia makofi. Tunampigia makofi hapo. Simama kuja hapa. Kuja we want to appreciate Kantai.
All right, are we ready to appreciate her? When I say Karabanda, you clap 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Karabanda. Karabanda. When I say señorita, you clap 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Señorita. We'll do señorita one more time. When I say señorita, you do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Señorita. All right, so now can I stand so that we can now appreciate you with enthusiasm? Sindio? Karabanda. Karabanda. Ya Kantai. Karabanda. Karabanda. For Kantai.
Asante sana. So as we gather here today, it has been a long journey. And in this journey, there has been challenges. In this journey, our foot soldiers, some of them have retreated. So we need encouragement. We need encouragement because we're almost there. We're almost there. You remember the speech that Martin Luther King gave some sanitation officers, the speech about keep moving. You remember that? Keep moving, whatever happens. If you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, if you cannot walk, by all means, keep moving. And that is the spirit. We really appreciate KHRC because from the networks that we created, we were able to build and capacity build a cohort, very, very vibrant human rights defenders who are still working at the grassroots level. We were also able to build a very, very big cohort of governance champions because I remember by that time, we were looking at how devolved funds are being utilized. Initially, we were looking at LATIF, Local Authority Transfer Fund, CDF then. Now we have devolution. It's a big challenge, looking at accountability at the local level where people can do social audit. So those foot soldiers are still on the ground. They have now emerged new challenges because of our bad election habits, because our democracy, we are given a chance every 5 years to make things happen, but we still have a challenge in terms of how we do our elections. And we were discussing last week with the UN team that is doing assessment to IBC about their needs. And your name cropped up, Chief Maina, because people asked, according to the Maina Kiai case, where results should be finished at the grassroots level, this mongrel called bombers, where did it come from? Where the IBC chair again have to collect and collate and announce for us. Why don't we just say that the things that will be announced there will be final? Him being the presidential returning officer, will just announce what has been announced. Because what has been announced on the ground, the agents are there. They have signed. They have been given copies. So this mongrel called bombers, we need to do away with it. Because I've checked other elections. If today I asked you what the name of the electoral body in the US, can you name it? Can you really name it? Because we just get projections from the televisions because they have collected what has been announced at the polling station. So we need to address that. That's still a big issue. The other issue is one. When you go to the elections, there's a big issue here about ungazetted polling stations. These things we need to speak about. Because those ungazetted polling stations are where top-up votes come from. That's something that we need to discuss. So as we talk about the next elections, have we fixed some of these electoral laws and everything that has been done? Because, anyway, I don't want to digress. Back to KHRC. It's very, very a bold move in this era to develop a 10-year strategic plan. It's a very bold move. So we congratulate you for doing that. Very bold move. You are like the Chinese who normally make 50-year strategic plan. The Communist Party. They make a longer period of strategic plan. That's why they have really developed. Tunawashukuru pia kuwa na premises hapa. This is home. Some of us when we come back here, tunarudi nyumbani. Kwa sababu sasa hii ndio boma kubwa. Tulijenga boma kidogo kidogo huko Midrift, lakini hii ndio boma yetu. So kazi yenyu haina toa wala doa. Ni kazi ambayo ni nzuri na tunawapea sifa kede kede. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd now like to invite Sefu.
I want to invite you to help us do this song, do these songs in responding and in singing and in dancing. So I want you to say Amber, Amber, Amber. All right. Amber, Amber, usilege, utashinda. I want you to say Amber. Repeat after me. Say Amber, 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 usilege, utashinda. I can't hear you. Amber, Amber, usilege, utashinda. Hey, Amber, 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 usilege, utashinda. I can't hear you. Amber, Amber, usilege, utashinda. Amber, Amber, usilege. Amber, Amber, usilege, utashinda. Amber, Amber, usilege, tutashinda. Amber, eh. Amber, 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 usilege, utashinda. Now clap with me like this. Amber, Amber, usilege, utashinda. Now Jenzi waliamua watashinda ambaye Dedan Kimathi aliamua alishinda ambaye Muthoni Nyanjiru aliamua alishinda ambaye na sisi sote tukiamua tutashinda. Hey, amba na sisi sote tukiamua tutashinda. Hey, na Rex Masai aliamua alishinda ambaye nawe Shakira utaamua utashinda. All right, let me see you clap your hands like this. Come on, get up, get up, get up. All right. Let me see you clap like this. Like this. Let's go. All right. Move to the front like this. Let me see you. Let me see you. One more time. Let's go. I'm not seeing you. Twende. Amba. Usilege. Utashinda. Amba. Usilege. Utashinda. Nasi vijana tukiamua tutashinda ambaye. Nasi vijana tukiamua tutashinda. Okay, now let's march because we are going to march. Tutasonga kwa mapinduzi, tukomboe Kenya na wananchi wote. Tutasonga kwa mapinduzi, tukomboe Kenya na wananchi wote. Now you. I want to hear you. Tena. Siwaoni mukisonga. Nairobi tumefika kwa siasa nzuri. All right, band, just a minute. Muko tayari kusonga? Muko tayari kusonga kwa mapinduzi? Muko tayari kuondoa uongozi mbaya? Muko tayari kukanyaga ufisadi? Lakini munakanyaga aje ufisadi? Hebu nione. Munakanyaga aje ufisadi? Ukiambiwa haya, ufisadi, kanyaga. Ufisadi, kanyaga. Yaani hivi ndo mtatua serikali mbaya. Ufisadi, kanyaga. Ufisadi, kanyaga. Unyanyasaji, maliza. Unyanyasaji, maliza. Unyanyasaji, maliza. Form the unit and fight. I want you to lift your hands when I say form the unit. You say hi. Form the unit. Say hi. Say hi. Hi, hi. Hey, hi. Hi, hi. Hey, hi. Hi, hi. Unyanyasaji, kanyaga. Unyanyasaji, kanyaga. Siasa mbaya, kanyaga. Siasa mbaya, kanyaga. Hey, ta. Ta. Hey, ta. Ta. Hey, ta. Ta. Hey, ta. Ta. Mko tayari kwa mapinduzi? Muko tayari kwa mapinduzi? Twende hivi. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Aya, nataka Mogithi ya mapambano. Twende, kuja. Na umfuate nyuma, mfuate. Twende. Wale ambao wako tayari. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Are you ready for socialism? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me see your left feet. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Vijana wetu, mafighter. Vijana wetu, imara. Wasichana wetu, imara. Na haki zetu, imara. Katiba yetu, imara. Wakenya wetu, imara. Siasa yetu, imara. Viongozi wetu, imara. Hey, ta! Hey, ta! Hey, ta! Hey, ta! Muko tayari kwa mapambano. Tuko tayari kwa mapambano. Tuko tayari kwa mapinduzi. Alafu narudi nyuma. 1, 2, 3. Tuko tayari kwa mapinduzi. Twende. Nyuma. Twende. Tuko tayari kwa mapinduzi. Hey, tuko tayari. Are you ready for social justice? Are you ready? We are ready. Vijana wetu, mafighter. Vijana wetu, imara. Vijana wetu, mafighter. Vijana wetu, imara. Hey, ta! Hey, ta! Hey, ta! Hey, ta! Uko tayari kwa mapinduzi. Uko tayari kwa mapinduzi. Tuko tayari kwa siasa bora. Tuko tayari kwa siasa bora. Twende chini kidogo. Hivi. Chini. Balance. Aya, rudi juu sasa. Aya, twist your side. Alafu wanlege kidogo. Aya, wanlege. Are you ready for social justice? Are you ready for social justice? We are ready. Are you ready for social justice? Let me see you. Are you ready for social justice? We are ready. We are ready. Viva social justice, viva! Viva good governance, viva! African youth on the front line. Kenyan people on the front line. Viva social justice, viva! Viva Khrc, viva! Down with corruption, down! Down with bad governance, down! Down with femicide, down!
Let's give a round of applause to Sefu, the band.
Awesome. So this is the section where now we are almost coming to an end, guys. And I would like to request a few speakers just to come here briefly before we go into the keynote and the closing. And I'd like to invite EU representative Nathan Brooke to kindly come and address us briefly.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. My name is Matthew Brooke. I'm here on behalf of the European Union's ambassador, Madame Geiger. I had actually hinted I was going to discreetly leave to Cornelius, and he sprang a surprise on me, so my departure will not be discreet, I'm afraid. But I'm delighted to be here. I'm a new arrival in the country. I'm a new arrival in the European Union delegation. I am in charge of the governance